HappyFlex 4s is that the draw to Happy Fabric, where we specialize in heat transfer vinyl, heat presses and heat transfers. So today I really wanted to jump on here and talk to you about something we're being asked a lot at the moment. It's probably because of the lovely weather, but people have been asking us, how do you decorate swimwear, sports clothes, all that kind of stuff? And the answer is really simple, and we're going to talk all about it today. So for swimwear and stretchier kind of fabrics, you're going to want a specialized vinyl that will move with the fabric. So at Happy Fabric, don't worry, we've got you. The HTV you need is called HappyFlex Stretch. And as it says in the name, it simply moves a lot better with the material you're applying it onto. So perfect for things like swimming costumes, bikinis, swim shorts, leggings, gym wear, all that kind of stuff. It's really easy to apply, and I'm going to show you how today. So like with all our vinyls, it comes in sizes A4 all the way up to by the meter. So no matter what the project you're working on, you'll find a size that's perfect for you. It starts at about $2.15 per A4 sheet. And just to remind you as well, usually we have a Q&A on these live sessions. Today, instead of doing it via the camera, I'm going to jump on the comments afterwards and answer any questions you might have so that we can focus on our demo. So as I said, it comes exactly the same as our other vinyls. I've got some to show you here. So as with the normal HappyFlex, which is the smooth vinyl, when it's applied, it sits smooth to the fabric, and it comes in all sorts of fun colors. So this is our fluo yellow. Also got some fluo blue as well. You can also get HappyFlex Stretch metallic. So these are really fun. So these metallic finish, which is really special when you think that not only is it a metallic finish, it also is going to move with some really interesting fabrics as well. So for today's demo, I thought it's only right to show you a swimming costume. Now, this is just an ordinary plain swimming costume. I think this one was from Primark, actually. So as you can see, I've already applied on the back some of that lovely stretch metallic, so I can show you before we even demo. It does, in fact, move perfectly and sit to the fabric. So if you can see up close, there it is. So to apply HappyFlex Stretch, it is exactly the same as HappyFlex. So you'll want to put your heat press to 150 degrees, or if you're using an iron or a handheld craft iron, then you'll need to put it to the 2-dot setting with no steam. And as with all of our projects, you want to pre-press your item before applying any vinyl. This just helps to get rid of any moisture or creases in the fabric. So I'm only going to give it a little press there. I'm going to make sure I'm set to 150 degrees for 10 seconds. So I'll just put that down again quickly. So I want to make sure we've got no creases or moisture in the fabric. So as with our other vinyls as well, you can cut HappyFlex Stretch using a cutting machine, like a Silhouette or a Cricut, or you can use scissors. So for that line on the back that I've done, I just use scissors for that. But then I've got this lovely design I'm going to apply today, which is multi-layered. And I cut it on a Cameo machine. So you've got some white there. That's our top layer. And then I've actually got some metallic as well. So that one there. And then this is our bottom layer. So this is in that lovely fluo blue HappyFlex Stretch. So our end design is going to say out of office, which I think is quite appropriate for swimwear. So this machine that I'm using today, this is our HappyPress 4 in size A4. So a bit smaller than the one that I used in last week's live session. So really handy with the HappyPress 4s is that the drawer comes right out so that you can organize everything without getting too close to that heat. So make sure it's in the middle. It's my least favorite part, trying to work out something is. And then I'm going to So, yep, perfect. Okay. Okay, and come back to the side. And then with all our objects that we do, we like to get a sheet of release paper or greaseproof paper just on top of the vinyl to protect it during the heating process. As I said, that drawer slides straight back under and make sure that it's not moved. So in part of our accessories range, we do also sell thermo tape, so heat tape, which means you can tape down your design to make sure it stays exactly in place while you're pressing. And then after you've pressed, it just peels back off. It doesn't leave any marks or anything like that. We probably should have used it today to keep everything in place. So all I'm going to do now is just pop the press down. Give it a tiny bit more pressure. And then it just needs 10 seconds under the press. Then it beeps to let me know it's done, almost like a microwave. And just remove the release paper, slide that tray back out. So this is pretty much ready to peel, but it is a little bit hot from being under the press, so I'll leave that for a second while I talk you through some of the other bits about HappyFlex Stretch. So as I said, there's lots of different colour options. So for regular HappyFlex Stretch, you've got around 37 different colours. So you've got pastels, which I've got here. You've got regular white and black as well. And then you've got the neon colours. You've got rose gold, all that kind of thing, which are really fun to play with. And then, of course, you've got the HappyFlex Stretch metallic range, which is the lovely kind of foil effect ones. And they go down a little bit higher at 170 degrees. So you get, with any order of Happy Fabric vinyl, you do get a DIY sheet, which tells you exactly what temperature and all your cutting settings and things like that. So this should be ready to peel now. All I'm going to do is just peel away the carrier sheet. Perfect, there we go. Oh, it's lovely, that blue. So there you go, there's our first layer, just like that. And as you can see, it is stretching really nicely. So there's our first layer of HappyFlex Stretch. That's in fluo blue, which I think is quite nice for the beach. So we're going to just pop the press up to the right temperature for the lovely metallic that we're using. Need a little bit more time for that one as well. As I said, all of the times and temperatures are available on the sheet you get with your order, but also as a PDF on the website on any of the vinyl pages as well. So we'll just let that heat up quickly. So the number one rule with layering vinyl, any type of vinyl, HappyFlex is a really, really great base because it does have that smooth finish. So the golden rule is always make sure you peel that carrier sheet off before adding your next layer. Otherwise, everything's going to stick to itself. So absolutely make sure you do that. So we're going to do a nice kind of double-edged text effect. So I'm going to lay the next layer on slightly out of place. The other one, yeah, just a little bit here. Okay. Perfect. And then again, your sheet of release paper over the top. Slide the drawer in. I'm just going to check we're at the right temperature. And we are. That was quick. And then give it the 20 seconds to apply. So as I said, the HappyPress 4 is so brilliant. It's got so many good features. You also can get it in auto open as well. So it does all the work for you. It even opens itself. The one I'm using today is a manual. Just have to lift it up. Okay, so here comes our second layer, which is the HappyFlex Stretch Metallic. So again, I'll let that cool down slightly because it is so hot to touch. I think this is a cool peel one as well, but it's already looking good. You wouldn't think that you could customize swimwear, but you absolutely can. So some really fun ideas we had from our stories on Instagram the other day were some Love Island themes, so having your name in that nice curly font. You could have a fun pun. So maybe like shell yeah, or just beachy or something like that was really fun. Or you could have a nice floral design. Kind of the flower power kind of trend is really in at the moment. So is it ready yet? Okay, let's give it a go. Wow. Oh, I really like this. I think HappyFlex Stretch Metallic might be my new favorite vinyl. Wow. Here it is. So there you go. Look at that. It's got like a mirror shine. So we've got one more layer to go. So you can see it really is stretching with that as well. Okay, one more layer to go. So this is just going back to normal HappyFlex Stretch. So I'm just going to lower that temperature back down to 150 and my timer down to 10 seconds. So if you were using an iron or a craft press for this, just remember, obviously pre-press, make sure you've got no steam on, and then you want to hold down firmly in place for the whole time. You want to almost pretend you are a heat press rather than ironing clothes, because if you wiggle the iron round, you might not get the right time and temperature to apply your vinyl. So that about right? Yeah, that looks good. Okay. So this is our final layer now, the release paper going back on. There it goes. Just check where right temperature. Just needs to cool down a tiny bit. So as I said, you can just use scissors for this. You don't really need a cutting machine. And you can cut all sorts of fun shapes out. So even if you just wanted to do, for example, a heart shape or something, just to jazz things up. Or you could do, I've seen a lot of bikinis with the like seashells over the cups. They're quite fun as well to do. So yeah, so even something like that, just a little shiny vinyl heart. Really nice for gym wear as well, especially if you want to jazz up a pair of old leggings, something like that. Especially if, like me, I use leggings a lot when I'm doing things like painting and other sort of crafting. So sometimes I've even vinyled over a really stubborn kind of paint mark or something like that, or even bleach, just to jazz it up a bit and cover up what I've done. So here we go. This is our last press now. So this is our very final layer of our HappyFlex Stretch design. Quite excited about this one. To the beat. Okay. So here we go. This would be really good for like a Baywatch fancy dress party or a costume or something like that. You could always print the word lifeguard on. I think it'd be really good around the new Disney film as well, definitely some mermaid in training sort of designs, and using those metallic stretch vinyls as well to kind of make the scales and stuff would be really, really cool. So here is our last layer. Try and peel this off a bit closer to the camera for you. It's really hard to peel one-handed. Okay, here we go. Here it comes. Ta-da! Put that down. So there you have it. There is 3 whole layers on there. All in stretch, so all stretched nicely. Out of office. So there you go. So you can see it really does move. Not too bad. Here we go. So as I said, this starts in sheets of A4. So if I just give you an example I've made this swim costume today with 3 layers of vinyl. This is how much of the blue I've still got left. So I've got probably about 3/4 of the sheet left. So it's really cost an absolute minimum to make this design. Also got quite a lot of the metallic left, considering I put some on the back. I've cut out a heart and I've cut the lettering. And then my white as well, I've got maybe like 4/5 of this left. So you really do get a lot out of just one sheet. So there you have it. Now you know how to decorate anything with a stretchier fabric. What I would recommend is absolutely always do a test press. So just test a corner of your fabric if you're not sure or you've not pressed onto it before, just to make sure it can take the heat. But after you've done that test press, you should be good to go. All the instructions, as I said, are on the website in a downloadable PDF, or they'll arrive with your vinyl order. So I hope that sheds some light on how to decorate swimwear and gym wear. And I will see you next Thursday for another live session where we cover more about different types of HTV, transfers, and heat presses. Thank you so much for joining us. See you soon.